Hi everyone, it's Pete and Keith. We're back now, and we're going to be talking about the first of the tools in your toolkit, and about acceptance and willingness.
Yep.
Now, Keith, I don't know about you, but back in the day, acceptance and willingness, there wasn't on my agenda at all. If someone said to me, "Oh, you got to accept that, you got pain and stuff like that." See, back then, I was still doctor shopping, therapy shopping, looking for things, what was going to fix me and stuff like that. And I think for people that are going to have a procedure, perhaps going to have some sort of treatment and whatnot, there's that need to accept that pain may be with them still afterwards, But
Yeah.
Keith, I mean, what's your take on this acceptance and willingness thing?
Yeah, I'm just like you. Back in my early days, I was the furthest from acceptance. And if anybody would have said to me, and in fact they did at some point, just not very well, that pain is going to be with you a long time, or in fact the rest of your life, all they did was make me mad. It made me mad and made me want to push through and show everybody that they were wrong, and they just didn't try hard enough. Like you, I was looking for the right doctor to fix me. So we want to be careful about the words, because those words really matter. And nobody ever talked to me about willingness back in the day. But as you said, it's acceptance or willingness. And that acceptance isn't giving up. It's not saying there's nothing I can do, so that's it, my life is over and I'm going to be like this forever. It's just, as you said, Pete, it's saying, okay, I've come to a point where I realize that this pain is going to be with me for a while, and it might be a long while. So what am I willing and able to do to help myself live the best life I can? And if we can move that even further ahead and say, things are kind of going a little bit wrong here. I've got this pain and doesn't seem to be resolving. If we start this thought process and conversations early, getting in front of it, I would suggest we all have, a much better chance of living better with pain, because you're using a lot of that energy, emotional, physical, spiritual, all of that, to fight your pain, when you can take that energy, which is a bit precious, and put it into living your best life. So to me, it's a fundamental turn in the road. It was literally the point where I could have gone left or right. Left wouldn't have been the good path, and the right was the better one. And I was going down the not so good path. And when I came to that point in understanding I needed to do something to help myself and be willing to understand I was going to be living with pain for a while, and I have been 37 years now, my life is much better. So it's a really important topic. Like you talk about that speed bump, getting over that. And it's crucial to people being able to move forward, I would suggest.
So with the willingness sort of side of it, is that having that willingness to sort of learn about managing pain, etc.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think it's really, really important. And again, it's something that wasn't really offered to me back in the day, because we didn't talk about this stuff. But there's lots of information out there. The work that you and I are doing with so many amazing people is to provide this information to people and say, if you're willing to learn, we want to help you. And here's the information that, we don't know everything. We just have lots of experience, and we want to share it with you and I learned, and from all these other amazing people we know. So we're willing to share what we believe are the right tools to help people move forward. And so the question then is, was I willing to take a little bit of time to learn these things?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just come to mind, I had to stop fighting, start being willing, because I was fighting everyone, and I had to, I wasn't willing to listen, I suppose. All the while I was trying to fight it, my ears were closed, like my eyes were closed.
Yep. I made, looking back on it, I made some really, really bad decisions, all because I didn't want to hear what people had to say, and I was going to show them how wrong they were. So when I stopped and I was willing to listen and hear, that was my turning point.
Okay, so I think we've pretty much covered that, and I think I have to remind myself the key to acceptance is not as large as we think, really, And I know from my own personal experience that when I did accept that pain was going to be with me for a long period of time, things got easier and things started. I was open to learning stuff, etc. So as you're saying, having a willingness, etc.
Yep. Yeah,
So
totally agree.
I think we've pretty much covered that one. So listen, guys, we'll see you again on the next tool number 2, which is about getting involved, building a support team. Okay. See you.
See you again.